in Jonesboro, where the NAACP Craighead County chapter is holding the Spring Fest, the first in the year 2021, to conduct voter education. There will be music and food.
And we're out here today just celebrating community, talking about issues that are important to our communities, and we have some wonderful food. We're eating lunch.
Mayor, thank you for showing up for today's event. What does this mean to you all?
Well, you know, it means we're cohesive. We're all working together. When we get to polls, we want to make that accessible, as we've always done. And so I've always had a strong heart for that as well, because not everybody even has a vehicle to get to voting, you know? And so sometimes people have to walk. So what can we do to bring that ability to all voters? Because everybody needs to have the ability to pull the ballot.
For the estate community, what would you like to tell the students of the estate community? I'm a student of the estate with regards to the Spring Fest today.
Well, I think what that is participate. You know, it is important that we involve and make inclusive our youth in our community. That's from our high school educators, our young children, but as well as one of our key attributes in Jonesboro is Arkansas State University, but it's the students. So we've got to incorporate them, and as mayor, that is one of the big roles that I'm doing. And I just now am working with Dr. Dampus and an A-State Jonesboro coalition, and that will be inclusive of Arkansas State University students in our community.
What's your name and what are you doing today at the Spring Fest?
Hi, my name is Derek Coleman. I am the co-founder of CNC Incorporation. My role here today is to make sure that people get out and vote. Even if you're a felony, you can still have the rights to vote. What that means is that if you have did time or you have been on probation, and if you have served your time, and if you have did your probation time, you are eligible to vote. If you paid all your fines and you did your time, you are eligible to vote. I have a form to get your record expunged. And what that means, it doesn't mean a pardon. It means that your record will be sealed from the known public harassment, such as if you get pulled over, the police do a CIC or just a regular general check and they pop up, oh, you got a felony. That gives them a reason to select you a little bit more, to just, I would like to call it, to pick on you. But if you have your record expunged, then they can't see those things, and they can't cause much problem. But the right to vote is something that we need to be getting done as soon as possible. Now, you can always they say that you have to pay to get expunged, but I have an application that you don't have to pay a legal fee for it to get expunged. So you can just come out to 315 Huntington Avenue to the Glass Factory. We'll be here from 12 to 3. Come out and get some good food. We got some good food, and let's have a good time.
Is this the application form? What are you doing here today?
Well, today I brought my son out, and I've heard about the NAACP all my life, of course. One point I needed the chapter in Indiana when my son got shot, and they were trying to help me because of something I went through involving the police at the scene of my son getting shot. So I didn't kind of trust nobody at that point, because when something happened to one of your children, you kind of don't want to even trust nobody. You're just trying to figure out whys, and asking God. So my whole mind wasn't on that, but I sat down with them because they wanted to get to me to kind of stand up for what happened to me on the scene with the police when my son got shot. And I kind of was looking at it like, I don't want to deal with the politics part of anything. I just thank God my son was able to get through that, violent nightmare. So with that being said, though, it had me just kind of wanting to know more about them because of what I went through. And so I never did get to join in Indiana. And so when I moved here to go back to school, when I got my heart condition, I kind of just wanted to, you get that bucket list thing, and you're like, I got to go back to school after raising 7 children and everything. So I was like, I came back to the school I started at but didn't finish. So I moved back here to Arkansas from Indiana and got away from the violence up there that was in the community, and just wanted something different. And when I moved here, I was actually going around trying to find my daughter's Sweet 16 party place, and this was one of the places, Glass Factory. But I ended up going by Wilson Center, and that's when I actually learned a little more than just, about trying to inquire about a building. I actually found out that's where they held the NAACP meetings, and there was history of the Arkansas, just things black people, colored people, or African American people did here in Jonesboro that changed lives for a lot of African Americans here. So I got a tour of different things that were, part of history here, and it was amazing. And so he explained to me a little bit more about just Jonesboro. It was just a level to where I was like, I need to know more. I'm gonna live here. I want to know more. I want to be more involved in sitting at the end of my TV or the computer, like just seeing things happen, and just like, how do I be a part of something changing, instead of just saying, making a statement, like, why they shoot us, why they, why these things, why that, and always get mad or frustrated, but never taking any action. So that is the very reason why today I'm standing here now, just want to be active, change being. I've been back here going to school.
Which school do you go to here? Which school do you go to here?
ASU in Jonesboro, university here. I'm a criminology student in PR.
What did you say your name is again?
My name is Tamika Gardner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What inspired you to come and help? Do you just help everyone?
I just like to volunteer. I've got time. I retired from my job almost 3 years ago, and I look for things to do to help out. And this is one of the things that I could do. And I like Emerald, like all the people involved here. So that's why why not? Yeah.
Are you also advocating for people to vote, or what are you helping with in here? What did you do? What were you doing?
Well, of course, I volunteered for Habitat for Humanity. They build houses and help the store, refurbish houses, just whatever needs to be done. And I volunteered for the Democratic Party, helping with different events, stay active with them. And then the NAACP, and my wife and I are both members. And just renewed the membership today. It was going to expire April 1st. So I just like to get involved. If there's neighborhood cleanup, I'll do that. If somebody needs some help fixing something, I try to do that. So yeah, just stay involved.
Why did you join the NAACP?
I just thought it was important. It's a valuable organization that needs support, and it needs diversity. It doesn't just have to be African Americans. It could be whites, Asians, anybody else. But we all need to help each other. And I thought this would be a good way to help, become a member, show support. And also that gets you on the mailing list and email list for events that might come up, like this one. I wouldn't have known about it if I wasn't a member. So it's important. I'm on the board of the Habitat for Humanity, and I'm a member of the Democratic Party, and I'm a member of the NAACP. So that keeps me involved in all these organizations. NAACP is very reasonable, $30 a year. And you get in, like I said, you get all the notifications, and you get to become part of something very important, and with a minimal investment. So we do that. Habitat, similar. You can donate to Habitat, you can shop at the store, and then you can also take advantage of it. If you need a low-cost house, you can't qualify for a loan, conventional loan, Habitat may be able to help you. We also refurbish houses on the outside, so if you need help with that, you can apply for help. So all those are good things to do. So in the Democratic Party, I'm a lifelong Democrat, and I believe in the values and the principles and the efforts. And we have a good, strong, upcoming party, a resurgent party. And I think that's going to become a factor in the coming years. And we'll, get some good things done.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
What's your name and why is this occasion important to you?
Well, my name is Lizelle James. The occasion is important to me because it's a community opening to inform the community of how important it is to vote and how important it is to support, the candidates in the political arena to make sure that things are better in the community.
Are you a member of any of the organizations here that organize the event?
No, I'm not a member of any organization, but basically, I'm a spiritual person, but I do believe in standing up for the political arena so that things can change for our youth and for our seniors and people that really need, the support of the candidates.
All right. Did you vote in last year's election?
Yes, I did. I voted, yes, I did.
Do you want to say how you voted?
Well, I'm a Democrat because I believe in supporting the underprivileged. And rich getting richer doesn't build up anything, but we have to support the underprivileged. Poor is always with us. We have to support the poor.
All right. Thank you for your time.
You're certainly welcome.
All right.
The first event of its type, to my knowledge, that the community members have actually sponsored and put together. So it's unique and pretty neat. So it's wonderful when members of the community decide to put positive events together for people to learn, be educated.
So basically we have bits and pieces of activity going on at the same time. There's voting rights. I heard about standalone. Talk about the standalone bill. Stand your ground bill.
So it did pass. And basically the Stand Your Ground bill gives you the option not to retreat, although you can safely. So what it does is allow you, if you feel threatened, then you don't have to back off. And so basically what that means is, I'm not sure what the definition of feel threatened means to different people, but it is a very bad bill for people of color because for some reason people seem to be threatened by us the most. When I don't understand why that is, but yes, it's a very bad deal, and we just pray that people don't fall prey to it. I want to encourage people who can't go by today to please get registered to vote. It is so important that we register to vote, that we use our voices, and that we be a part of what goes on in our community, our state, and our country. So please get registered to vote in time to vote in the election next year. There are a lot of bad bills coming out of the State House this year, and we just need to vote some of those legislators out of office so we can get legislators in office who believe like we believe. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. The Craighead County NAACP chapter just wrapped up the Spring Fest at the Glass Factory in Jonesboro. the event, which was held to educate the community about voting. There was food and music. In attendance was State Senator Dan Sullivan, the Jonesboro Mayor Maureen Copenhagen, and Emma Egnall, the NAACP president.
So again, we thank these Legends Restaurant, Derek Coleman, Karis Grants and Services for coming up with the idea and putting this together. Thank you so much.
The Spring Fest at the Glass Factory just ended and everybody has just left. It was filled with fun, food, and voter education. This is Christine Miawa reporting for ASU TV at the Glass Factory, Jonesboro.